Hello and welcome to Prudent Media News. First a look at the top stories. Russian girl alleged she was raped by John Fernandez. Police forced her to file an attempt to rape complaint. Medical report says 12 injuries on victim's body. Victim's friend says no rape that night. BJP to attack government on price rise and deteriorating law and order situation. Party to oppose professional tax bill if tabled in assembly. Supreme Court rejects plea of Shack Owners Welfare Society. Court asks government to follow High Court's order of shack allotment through lots. India head coach Bob Houghton happy with AIFF's efforts to arrange best preparations for 2011 Asian Cup. And Nehru Stadium floodlights estimated to cost rupees 2 crore. SAG will try to install lights before AFC matches, says Executive Director VM Prabhudesai. And now the news in detail. The Russian girl on Friday alleged that she was raped by John Fernandez. She also claimed that police pressurized her to file an attempt to rape case instead of a rape. Police say that the medical report mentions 12 injuries on the victim's body, but victim's friend says no question of a rape that night. On Wednesday late night, Kolva police registered a case that John Fernandez attempted to rape the complainant Russian girl. But the Russian girl informed us that she was raped by the accused, but police forced her to register the case as an attempt to rape.
Came with my complaint. The police were pushing me not to put such a serious case as a rape. They were asking me to tell them that he simply removed my clothes and that's all. They were forcing me to tell that John simply was putting bad words on me and pushed me several times and removed my clothes. That's all what they were pushing me. They wanted me to tell this.
And according to her statement, one police officer tried his best to put pressure on her to withdraw the complaint and informed her that the accused is a powerful person, and if she does not withdraw the complaint, then she would lose her visa and there could be a threat on her person.
PI of Kolva police station Edwin Kulaso mentioned that there were 12 injuries on her body as per medical report.
राशियन चलून जी कंप्लेन दिल्ली ताजेर ऑफेन्स रजिस्टर केले उपरांत तिका मेडिकलाक धाडली हॉस्पिटलान आनी मेडिकल रिपोर्टाचेर ताका अराउंड 12 इंजरीज मायनर ब्रुजीस आसा म्हणून कन्फर्म जाला. सेक्शुअल इंटरकोर्स जाला अशें कांयच ना.
With this regard, we spoke to PRO of Goa Police Atmaram Deshpande, and here is what he had to say.
That may not be true to say because this lady is an educated lady, and the case that has been registered is based on her complaint. Complaint has not been given by anybody else. It's her own complaint that we have registered.
Earlier on Thursday, the Russian girl had told the media that John tried to rape her. But after meeting her lawyer Vikram Verma, she alleged that she was raped by John Fernandez.
Yes, I was raped by Mr. John Fernandez. So he was given a drop to me and my friend. First he dropped my friend. When she left the car, he raped me. And then he dropped me home.
On Wednesday night, the Russian girl was accompanied by her close friend. She says they had a dinner at Boomerang in Kolva. After the dinner, on their request, John dropped the Russian girl first at her residence and she was dropped later. And there wasn't any possibility of a rape.
So Anya, drop Anya to home. And after all this, drop to my home.
The girl has changed her statement within 24 hours. Whether she was really pressurized to change her complaint or there are some political interests in the case. with Rakesh Kandolkar and Samir Bhatt and video journalist Ganesh Otkar. I am Laukik Shilkar for Prudent Media.
Bharatiya Janata Party is all set to attack the government on the issues of illegal mining, deteriorating law and order, poor performance of finance and health department in upcoming assembly session. BJP will also raise price rise issue. Party will also oppose professional tax bill if tabled on the floor of the house. 4 days winter assembly session of Goa Assembly will begin on 15 December. BJP legislative wing met in Panji to discuss the plan to counter government on the floor of the house. BJP has decided to attack government on health, finance, illegal mining and deteriorating law and order.
The High Court was stripping the department down. High Court and committee स्थापन केल्ली त्या कमिटीचो रिपोर्ट तुमी आमी गेल्या असेंब्लीन घेतला तो रिपोर्ट जर वाचशात जाल्यार गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेजीच्या संदर्भात कशा प्रकारे सगळे सिस्टीम कॉलॅप्स जाल्या ती तुमकां लक्षात येतली. वी आर टॉकिंग ऑफ एम्प्टी प्रॉमिसीस. त्यामुळे ह्या दोनूय खात्याच्यो ज्यो कितें वेगवेगळे गैरव्यवहार आसा ते त्या विधानसभेच्या वेशीर टांगपाचें काम भारतीय जनता पक्ष करतली.
BJP has also decided to approach ruling party MLAs to convince them to oppose professional tax bill if it is tabled during the assembly session.
त्यामुळे सरकार जर प्रोफेशनल टॅक्स हाडपाचो विशय करतले जाल्यार भारतीय जनता पक्षान ठरयला की ह्या हाजेर आमी प्रखर विरोध तर करतलेच, पण विरोधी सरकारी पक्षातले जे अन्य सभासद घटक आसा तांकां आमी ह्या संदर्भात एप्रोच जावन ह्या प्रोफेशनल टॅक्साक विरोध करून ते बिल सरकाराचे प्रोफेशनल टॅक्साचे असेंब्लीन जर मांडलें जाल्यार ते उडोवपा खातीर भारतीय जनता पक्ष प्रयत्न करतली.
BJP has also demanded to start a new scheme which will immediately provide relief to common man from price rise.
आयज आमचो डिमांड आसा की दाळ तूर दाळ 50 रुपया, कांदो कमी 15 रुपयान, बटाट 15 रुपयान सरकारान दिवचो आनी हो डिमांड आमी विधानसभेन ह्या सरकाराक मान्य करपा खातीर जे कितें करपाचें आहा त्या खातीर आमी भारतीय जनता पक्ष प्रयत्न करतली.
Our principal correspondent Murari Shetty with video journalist Anil Sanadi for Prudent Media. Supreme Court has rejected Shack Owners Welfare Society's plea against High Court order on shack allotment. Supreme Court has now asked state government to follow High Court's interim order which mentions allotment of shacks through lots. Goan Traditional Shack Owners Association has welcomed the Supreme Court's decision. Supreme Court has asked Tourism Department and parties concerned in shack policy conflict to follow High Court's order on shack allotment. Supreme Court has also directed High Court to hear this matter on merit as expeditiously as possible. Disputable shack policy was the main reason for conflict between both the shack owner bodies. The Goan Traditional Shack Owners Association led by Manuel Cardozo was not happy with government's policy. Policy categorized experienced shack owners into 3 subcategories and just 10% shacks were earmarked for freshers in the business. The Goan Traditional Shack Owners Association appealed to High Court against government's policy. Later, High Court through interim order directed Department of Tourism to allot shacks through lot system. The rival association Shack Owners Welfare Society led by Cruz Cardozo were not satisfied with the High Court's interim order. They appealed in Supreme Court against High Court's order. But on Friday, Supreme Court rejected special leave petition of Shack Owners Welfare Society.
The Honorable Supreme Court has been pleased to dismiss the SLP filed by the Shack Owners Welfare Society, wholly maintaining the order which was passed by the Honorable High Court. And the Supreme Court has directed that the High Court should hear the matter on merits as expeditiously as possible. The result of the dismissal of the petition would mean that the order which was passed by the Honorable High Court will have to be followed by the government of Goa while deciding the allotment of shacks.
Prudent Media spoke to spokesperson of Traditional Goan Shack Owners Association Kennedy Alfonso, who was in Delhi on Friday. He welcomed Supreme Court's order and said it's a victory for Goan unemployed youth. The association is optimistic that shacks would be soon allotted by the Tourism Department. Our senior reporter from Panchi, Rakesh Kandolkar, with video journalist Anil Sanadi. Let's take a short break. Stay tuned.